Mad Max Fury Road, whenever they announced it, I immediately had retraces into my childhood. Because me and my dad watched Mad Max movies, and I watched all of them with my dad. And it was just like, holy crap, I can't believe they're making another one. And then then my dad, when he watched the trailer for it with me, my dad had one question before we watched the trailer. Is Mel Gibson in it? And I said, no. Mainly because Mel Gibson is old. And apparently he told George Miller no because he heard all the things that he was going to have to do in this and just was like, nah, I can't do that. I can't. And here's my thing about Mad Max Fury Road. In terms of visuals, it is one of the most visually impressive films I've ever seen. In terms of story, it's alright. It's not anything to write home about, but it is still very, very good, and the visuals, and just, once again, when, we talk about, like, desert wasteland kind of movies, the ones that where anything goes, it's very old school, exploitative looking. I mean, when you get stuff like this is just like, you're never gonna be more epic than this shit. I'm serious. In real life, in all honesty, when I see this shit right here, when I see this, look at this. When I see that, and then right here, right up front, you will never be more metal than this motherfucker. Never. There's nothing on planet Earth that will make you more metal than this dude right here. I mean, wow. Still, to me, one of my most, like, in terms of visuals right there, that visual with just wall of amps, man right here, playing the war cry, and then all of this, like, twisted steel back here, just like, oh, I love it, dude. It's like pure visual feast. That's, like, what I can attribute to Mad Max. Anyway, we're going to be watching these two, and we're going to tell y'all what we think. Here we go.
Whatever you have to do. However long it takes. Promise me you'll find your way home. Furiosa. Give me this promise.
Chris Hemsworth.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.
Ah, the War Boys. Oh, Morton Joe's back.
I'm Furiosa!
The darkest of angels.
Oh, bring it down. Oh, man.
The question is, do you have it in you to make it epic?
Well, here's the thing about it. Part of, like, this is her odyssey. They say here, this is her odyssey. We know how it ends. I'm sorry, but at the end of Fury Road, we know how it ends. So it's like, yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm still enticed to see like how certain things happen, like how she loses her arm, or if in fact like she like it looks like she has her arm in the middle of it. Yeah, I think she's putting her helmet on. She still has her regular arm, and then later on she has the prosthetic. Yeah, like right here, she still has her arm. And I wonder how she got her. I wonder how like they got the prosthetic and everything. Let's see. Also, I wonder who's playing Immortan Joe, considering that the original actor passed away. Let's see. There we go. Furiosa. Okay. Lashy Hulme. Immortan Joe. Okay. So, yeah. It's sad that the original Immortan Joe passed away. Did you ever see the one where he was he had his mask off whenever he was talking to those war boys on the back of that thing? He's like, "You look amazing!" And they were like, "Immortan!" Just like stand still in character.
Yeah.
I thought that was so cool. And once again, just this world, I love this world of Mad Max. I love it. It's one of my favorite franchises of all time in terms of visuals, in terms of potential, storytelling potential. Just I like it. I like it a lot. And I'm okay with what they're doing, but I'm worried that I don't know. Part of it feel like there's something about this that feels a little bit hinky, and maybe it's just me, and maybe when I watch it in theaters, I'm going to be blown away by it. But I don't know.
Yeah, so far I'm just kind of like, I mean, there's things about it that look cool. But like it didn't quite like hit me like, oh my god, this is gonna be awesome, or something like that.
Yeah, it didn't have that punch to me either.
But hopefully they're holding most of their cards for the actual movie.
And that's
the trailers give all the good stuff away.
And that's the thing. I mean, maybe they are. Maybe that's what's going on. And if that's the case, then cool.
Yeah, I definitely think they better not show us in this trailer exactly how she loses her arm, because
that eliminates
that's one of the main things that I think we're gonna be wondering. It's like we obviously see like the scene where she just had like gotten the new prosthetic, I guess,
but we didn't see like her be in the middle of an explosion and lose her arm.
So I think they need to keep that secret for the movie for sure.
Furiosa! We've come too far.
I'm saying Furiosa with that accent just makes me think Leviosa.
Furiosa!
It's Furiosa.
It's not Furiosa. Furiosa.
As a child, my world was forever changed. My mother was magnificent. And he took it all from me.
Who do we have here?
She's from a place of abundance.
This is our destiny.
I love his
My
chariot.
childhood. My mother. I want them back.
I got bad news for you.
I want them back!
Sad to say they're not coming back.
Whatever you have to do, however long it takes, promise you'll find your way home. Protect the green place.
It's time to take what's rightfully ours. Ready, steady, go!
If you find him, he's mine.
Okay.
There will always be war, but to get home, Furiosa fought the world.
Remember me.
Yeah.
Music's really good.
Yeah. It was a better. That was a better trailer.
Yeah.
I will say that the second trailer was better.
I'm still not like, oh, but I'm like, there's some pretty cool looking stuff here, I think.
Yeah.
One of the things that kind of irks me is that they're recopying the same, like, zoom in on the face, like, camera that they, had, like, the classic, or not the classic, but, like, it was kind of memed, and it was definitely one of, like, the most, like, mind burned in parts of the original movie where they zoomed in on a Morton Joe just fucking, like, behind the wheel,
Yeah.
It's like, I get they're trying to, like, pay homage to that shot in particular, but, like, it's a little unoriginal at this point.
Oh.
You just kind of copy yourself,
Yeah, it's a bit hinky. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little bit, Like, you do something too much. Much like, okay, I hate to say it, but there are certain shticks that exist in media that when they're overdone and someone points them out, you never unsee it. And I can count two that for me, ruined films for one film director, but didn't so much for the other one, because the other director actually has other tricks that he does, like, to complement them.
I know one of them you've told me before. I can't remember who it was, but I remember it was Spotlights.
That's Spielberg.
Yeah.
Spielberg is obsessed with the spotlight fetish, and what I mean by that, people obscured or obfuscated by spotlights that are behind them, like spotlights that are behind them and silhouettes. Spielberg loves that. Look at all of his films. Look at E.T. The only one he doesn't do it in is Jaws, and even then, like, it just shows that Spielberg is a competent enough filmmaker to do justice to Jaws, because he doesn't require tricks or anything like that. For instance, the one director who I can't watch his stuff anymore because every time I see it, it points out the lack of like consistent filmmaking. It's Zack Snyder. Whenever someone pointed out to me his trick is like the multi-zoom, the zzz, and then action takes place, and then once the action is done, zoom back out, and it's the same shot. It's all shot in like ultra wide 8K, so you can zoom in on specific sections, then zoom out, and also the slow mo during it, like the ramping slow mo during it. It's like get her, what? Just like you notice it, and once you notice it, you start to see the flaws around the filmmaking, and it just doesn't add up. It just doesn't equal out. And that's me. That's how I feel. I know there are people out there who watch Zack Snyder's films. That's like, for instance, there was a guy who tried to have an aha moment with me when I said I wasn't excited for Zack Snyder's Justice League, the Snyder Cut. When I basically said that I wasn't excited about it, that it was still going to be a broken film and not redefining or anything. They tried to have like an aha moment with me after the movie came out. It's just like, so what do you have to say now? Like you said that you would eat your words if the Snyder Cut was a great film. Are you going to eat your words? And I'm just like, 7 out of 10. Literally, that's what I said to him. I said, 7 out of 10. And which, I'll admit it's better than the one we got from Joss Whedon, but still, not by much. Not by much. But I think George Miller is still a more than competent enough filmmaker to where that won't be the main thing that you see. They're just doing that for visual appeal in the trailers. I think that there's going to be plenty of visuals in this that are going to elevate this film.
Just
to
if
be
it were
something
me,
more.
I wouldn't have done that in the trailer. I would have done it one time in the movie, and I would have saved it so it could be like one of those like moments.
Aha!
But they did it twice in this trailer, and I'm kind of like, eh.
Yeah.
It's like it was cool and it was a Morton joke because he looked all fucking crazy and shit, you know. But,
Well, yeah, that's
like it kind of like emphasized like he is just a madman who is like beyond all reason, like fucking pedal to the metal right now. Like it worked for that shot, but then he's like redoing it in this, and I'm like, you couldn't come up with anything slightly different or anything. Like you're just gonna do it again, like multiple times. Like I don't know.
well, yeah, dude.
But like I don't know, there's a bunch of other shit that looks like really cool. So I mean, I definitely
Oh,
am
yeah.
interested in seeing it. Like hopefully, I mean, it's not like a case where I feel like I kind of have to wait until people talk about it. Like I think that I could probably go see it and be confident that I'll at least not feel like I wasted my money
I agree. Yeah,
based off of the trailers. You know,
I feel the same way.
I don't know if it'll be as good as the first one, but I still don't think it's looking
You
bad.
mean that's Fury Road?
Yeah,
As
yeah,
good as-
yeah, it's Fury Road. Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it'll. It probably won't be quite as good as Fury Road, but I mean, I still don't think it looks bad.
Well, yeah, Fury Road. I still hold a very high standard in terms of like actually like really good action films and practical effects and practical like practical shooting techniques. It's like
I think
I
one
love
of
it
the
so
big
much.
things about this is the fact that they're probably going to do a lot of that same stuff, but it's not going to be quite as impressive because it's already been done on Fury Road. So
potentially.
they kind of have to focus a little more on keeping that level of quality while also bringing to the table something else that's of, you know, enticement. Otherwise, why not just go back and watch Fury Road again? You
Well, yeah,
know what I mean?
true. But all right. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this one. This was Furiosa. I'm not gonna say the subtext of it because I still think that Furiosa deserves to stand on its own. Trailers 1 and 2. And we hope that you all enjoyed. And until next time, I'm Nate.
I am Nick.
Y'all be good people. Take care. Peace.